to do it with, but.
It says you can't turn. So anyway, I don't know. Anyway, so let us start. I think we may be live. Yes, we are. Laura, you could start. So hello, everybody. Thank you for watching and joining in. This is Dr. Din.
And Laura, good morning.
Good morning. We are going live to just announce our basically upcoming podcast. We are going to be moving our podcast from Tuesdays to Friday mornings. So basically, why is this podcast very important? It is basically going to be called Anti-Aging with Giovanni, and the reason is that I am basically a board certified family medicine doctor, but I am also an aging specialist, an anti-aging specialist. I did geriatrics for a very, very long time. I was also the medical director of a nursing home. So I really come in very routine contact with aging patients. And that is one of the reasons that I did do a lot of anti-aging, because I believe that although death is going to come to all of us, immortality has not been achieved yet, but you know what we really worry about is the 10 or 15 years of disease before we pass on, and that is like
or move on.
Yes, wherever we go, I mean, nobody really knows. I mean, nobody has been to the other side, and nobody has sent me a Snapchat photo of like, hey,
maybe I will.
Pearly Gates, check in from Pearly Gates. Nobody has sent me that video, so I don't know.
So what's the scrubs about today?
Oh, well, you mean that why I am not wearing my diva clothes?
Beautiful dress.
Well, I'm doing a lot of vaginal rejuvenation today. So we have vaginal rejuvenation also. I'm very good at that, by the way. I mean, I do your face, but so far she has not shown me her.
Is that risque? Are they going to kick us off Facebook Live?
No, I don't think so. Nobody's going to report.
We didn't say
yet.
anything bad.
No,
not yet.
Not yet. You know, no, you do. You do say stupid.
But sex.
Yes, sex is
part
very
of
anti-aging. Yeah.
Anti-aging.
Yes, if you're not having good sex, most likely you're not aging. Well, because one of the main indicators of aging body is that your sex drive goes down and you don't enjoy it as much.
So does the vaginal rejuvenation that you perform at Giovanni, does that help a woman's sex drive?
It may not help with the drive per se, because that's a totally different thing, because female sexuality is very different than male sexuality. Males are very focused and whatever, but female sexuality is like you so many check boxes have to be made before you actually have an orgasm. It's not easy. So most women I know, I mean, like, because I work with this so much, they basically fake their orgasms. So they're like they would tell me, I have so many clients. So like I'm like, don't fake it. Let them know.
I never have faked an orgasm.
Okay.
Ever. FYI.
If she's not coming, she's not coming. She's not gonna fake it.
No.
You're not gonna fake it till you make it?
No,
oh,
I don't
shit.
think
Sometimes you have to like
really?
be more imaginative.
But if I'm not feeling good,
all right. You gotta try harder.
Yeah.
The fault usually lies within ourselves. Remember, always remember, it's always first your own fault somehow. So I'm like just there's no man over here to defend themselves. So.
Okay. No, my partner is not here to defend himself.
So you should.
Okay, that's a different topic. I want to talk more about vaginal rejuvenation.
Yes.
I have so many questions. So, does it make you tighter?
Yes.
It does.
Yes. So so basically, when women come for vaginal rejuvenation, they are doing it for their own selves. They are really not doing it to please the man. It is basically their own enjoyment is enhanced, because they just feel, as you lose collagen from your face, you also lose it down there. So because your body is not renewing itself, not rejuvenating itself any as much as it you used to when you were in your 20s or 30s. And also after childbirth, you go through a lot. And yes, the female body can, I hope everybody is doing their Kegels and everything. I just recently found out there's like there's a Jewish bread, it's called kugel. And I'm like, wow, kugel is... Like, I'm like, that is like, I am going to make so many kugel jokes on my Jewish friends. Wait till I meet them.
Okay.
Are you doing your kugels?
Are you doing your kugels? Okay. So, all right. And what about somebody that hasn't had vaginal birth? Like, I've had 2 C-sections.
Yeah. So so you have to figure out yourself. So right now, you are, how young are you?
49.
All right, so she's really young. But the thing is that you are going through some form of perimenopause.
Absolutely.
And your periods are a little off, and you will start noticing a little bit of vaginal dryness and stuff. And then as you progress, you're going to see that you're going to be a lot more,
Juicy?
she's like... Anyway, no, what I want to tell you, but as the estrogen starts going down,
right.
you start really experiencing a lot of dryness.
Yes.
That's when we tell, when you go to your GYN,
yes.
either your gynecologist is going to give you, an estrase or some plant-based estrase or something, or they now can also give you like some of the lasers that we do. So it's like a laser treatment. We do it, normally we recommended doing it once a year, but when you initially start doing it, you do it 3 times. So, as you lose the collagen around your vaginal wall and stuff, you will notice that, everything, your feeling is not that great, and so women also at some point start not just developing urine tract infections, because of extreme dryness. And that is, and that leads to, other problems. So those are small things. And sometimes some diets and stuff can help. And, we are usually not hydrating. Women chronically don't hydrate themselves. And that also leads to urinary tract infections, where on top of an already dry vagina. So that is something, so it's just, something, food for thought. So we do that in my office also, because my office, the Giovanni office is like basically all anti-aging. None of these treatments are covered by insurance, by the way. So insurance will cover if you develop let's say incontinence, urinary incontinence, insurance will cover a pill for it or some procedures to check other things out. But these things, this laser procedure is not covered.
So this estrase that the doctor would give you for the dryness, right?
Yeah.
Am I wrong in thinking that this extra estrogen could possibly lead to cancer?
So, there are a lot of things that can lead to cancer. So not just estrase. And the topical estrase is very, very small. It's like topical, but it's really a tiny dose. And the thing is that if you already have cancer, or if you have like a certain type of cancer that is more receptive to estrogen hormone and stuff, then you cannot take it. So you have to figure out, what category. So every person is, so we're very quickly going towards precision medicine. So what you require, your requirements will be totally different than my requirements.
So my point is that you, instead of insurance covering a laser, which really doesn't have like side effects of the estrogen, they cover estrogen, which could possibly lead to some more health issues, right?
Yes.
I mean,
exactly. So you don't know why, like everything you have to try. We have to try different things, and sometimes these things are used in conjunction with each other, because humans, we are just making everybody live much longer now. Like we have added 25-35 years to an average lifespan. So now no longer but also as we're living longer, we are suffering the consequences of living longer also.
Right.
And that's why why one of the reasons that these things are not covered is because FDA does not consider aging as a disease. So if we start considering aging as a disease process where, something goes wrong, where your cell starts disintegrating and where your DNA starts unraveling and you start manifesting all these symptoms, something's going on. So when that happens, then you develop these symptoms, like sometimes your cell can turn into a tumor, sometimes your cell can turn into dementia, your brain cell, instead of acting like a neuron, starts acting like a liver cell. Why is that? So when aging happens, the cells cannot replicate the way they used to when they were younger. So that's basically it. So if you consider that this process, which is called aging, as a disease, then definitely you will be, I think they will try everything to figure out what anti-aging is.
Sure.
So it's not just Botox and fillers. It's also what you eat. It's also, are you de-stressing yourself? Are you, is your environment okay? Are you in a toxic environment or a toxic relationship? All those things actually matter.
Absolutely.
How happy you are. They say that people who are like generally in toxic environments and stuff, they're not going to be happy. Most of their problems are, going to remain unsolved until they change their own insight about themselves and then move out. So yes, it is very it is complicated, but everything is kind of interrelated. So, and that is why we also live, as we go into precision medicine, we'll also get into integrative medicine, where all the studies kind of come hand in hand to give you the best approach. So that is one of the things also, that is one of the reasons I want to do the podcast, to spread awareness about aging and why it is important to anti-age. And that is one of the reasons that I wrote the book also. My second thing is that I want to bring awareness to for how single mothers live their lives. When we, most of you, when you live your lives, you are dependent on another partner in raising your children and living. But many times mothers who also have to look after their children do not have the same support, and we do have support for women when they actually shatter and when everything is gone, like out of the window. But like my sister's place and shelters and stuff. But women who are actually trying, and women who are actually in this where they're trying to keep everything together, there is not much support for them. And that is also that we're trying. So one of our programs, as you know, is that we provide pre-employment hair and makeup, and also we help you with resume support, interview coaching for like literally $25, which is really nothing. And we tell you that, hey, if you can't pay us, just come back and pay us when you can. But once you get a better job or a new different job or something,
pay it forward,
pay it for somebody else. Right. So yeah, that is it. So so we are not only helping people, but also trying to give back, because I think I was a single mother myself, and you were also single mother. Well. That's how we actually connected. Yeah. And one of the things is that we are a certain kind of a person. One of my next book is called basically Shame-Less, because I think that one of the things I had to do is to basically get rid of my shame and just come out and just be myself and tell people that, hey, this is what I went through. As a doctor, I had money to throw at my problems, but that did not make my problems go away. All of my problems just stayed right there, and I really had to depend on a lot of people to come and help me in at different points in my life. And I was very blessed that so many people did come and indeed help me whenever I needed. Whenever I reached out to somebody, they helped me, and I'm so blessed for that. Yes. But I sometimes feel that there are so many people women who do not get the help that they need right on time. And I want to fill those gaps. And one of the reasons when I started doing it, I was like, why am I doing this? And all my whys, I had to figure out why I'm doing this thing. Right. And I was like, okay, whenever I did something, I felt like I'm healing a part of myself.
Absolutely.
And so that is it. So I guess we heal ourselves and we heal our stuff when we are when we give back, and when we help others. Finally I'm learning it when I'm like about to turn, like I'm going to turn like we're
the
both same
second
age
half of life.
yes
right?
exactly.
Going
I mean like
into the
yes,
next-
I'm turning 48 this
Yeah.
year, so it's in December it's my party. So that is it. So thank you for watching. We are going to be we are going to be definitely seeing you guys again, and have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye. Thank you, Monica. All the best to you also. Now I have to figure out where on Friday I'll have somebody who will be doing this. It's finished. All right.
Bye.